hypothetically speaking, let's just say when you were 18, you somehow get a sugar daddy and he's like 41, and on your second date, he literally gives you an Amex card with your name on it and it's limitless. And so you go and spend all this money on you and your friends, and you're filling up everybody's gas tank in the hood. And then on your third date, he wants to do the deed, and you don't know how to say no because you feel like you owe him something because you just spent all this money on his credit card, and so you end up doing it. And then he takes you to Vegas and you go to Vegas with him, and you have like 20 something followers on TikTok at the time, and you make a TikTok and it's really funny and he's not in it, it's just you, but you post it, it randomly blows up, it gets like 1 million views, and you're like, oh my god, my first viral video, this is so fun and so awesome. And then you post a follow-up video to like play along with the joke, and you're on his yacht in the second video, and then he sends you a message being like, is there a video of you on my daughter's phone, why are you sending her videos, da da da, how do you even know her? And I'm like, I didn't even know you had a daughter, like who's like, how old is she? And he tells you that she's 17 and you're 18. So then I explained the For You page to him, and that my video just must have ended up on her For You page, and then he gives you her username because he wants you to block her, right, so that she doesn't see your videos. And so naturally you are really curious about what the fuck is going on, and you search up her username and you stalk her TikTok naturally and her Instagram, and you see that her parents are high school sweethearts, and she literally posts videos about how they are happily in love and they're literally high school sweethearts and like her goals for love and marriage. And she posts all these videos being like daddy's girl, and like they go on all these family trips together and they live like the most perfect, awesome, rich people life ever. And like her birthday party was gorgeous, she's wearing all these designer clothes and she has all these rich friends, and like, so you're like, oh my god, should I say something to her because I don't want to have bad karma, and then when I'm older I'm going to be the wife with a husband that cheats on me with a bunch of younger girls, and none of the girls are going to come forward because I didn't come forward. So you are so conflicted on like what the moral, ethical thing to do is, because you know that if you say something you're literally going to like ruin this girl's life and her idea of who her father is, but also it's not your fault, it's his fault, and it just like, don't shoot the messenger, you know what I mean? But you just feel so conflicted, so you end up not saying anything. You never talk to him again. You never send her a message. 3 years go by, and every now and then you think of her and you search up her Instagram and her TikTok and you do a little stalking just to see like if they're still together and if anything's come out, because you know that you were not the only girl that he was seeing and there were so many others. And you just checked on her today and you see that they just celebrated their 23rd anniversary and she is still daddy's girl and her parents are still happily in love, and her mom is literally so pretty and she looks like the sweetest woman ever. And you're just like, how do I go about this? What would you do? Would you do anything? What's the moral thing to do? What's the ethical thing to do? I know the truth sets you free and like everyone deserves to know the truth, but like, is it your place to tell them the truth, or like what do you do? Do you just say like none of my business, like, or do you come forward and say something because genuinely you have no fucking idea and it literally haunts you sometimes? So this is all hypothetical, but what would you do in this situation? Hypothetically speaking.
That shit ain't hypothetical, she did that.
Oh, 100%. Someone needs to take phones away from these people, because there's no need to share that online to the world.
Yeah, I mean, she's there like, oh, what would you do hypothetically speaking? If this is a real scenario, you've just given up the entire thing. Someone's going to see that and send it over to the wife. So, in my mind, I don't think you should say anything.
So, in your opinion, she shouldn't say anything?
No, because I know the wife probably deserves to know, but I'm wondering about the 17-year-old girl, like, is she gonna have to go through a whole like broken home situation now? I'm not thinking about the parents anymore, I'm thinking about the kids. If the mum hears about this, she might divorce the guy and it will cause a whole bunch of chaos in that kid's life. And I think she chose her partner. She should, I'm not blaming her, I'm not victim blaming, but it's, you know, it's her partner, so it's not the kid's problem.
Well, she said, right, that the kid was 17. Yeah. Then she said 3 years went by.
The kid's 20 now.
20. Sorry.
You did not count, did you?
17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, 20. So she's not a kid no more. She's an adult now.
No, 20's too young, man.
You think 20's too young for your parents to break up?
Yeah. 20's, I mean, no, your parents should.
This girl's 18 years old getting a bloody sugar daddy and knowing how to spend all his money. And going to Vegas with him at 18 years old. You're not even allowed in Vegas until you're 21.
Where were her parents?
Exactly.
18 and a sugar daddy. Crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. And I think it's disgusting what he's doing, right? The fact that I know she's legal age, but still, like, she's literally 1 year older than your daughter, and I think she should tell the wife. Absolutely.
I don't like the idea of a kid going through a broken home.
I don't like the idea of a kid going through a broken home either, but she's not a kid no more. She's 20 years old, and I get that they're happily married, but that woman's living a lie. Her man's out here spending all this money on other young girls.
Chances are, if a guy that rich, she probably already knows.
Probably, but is he that rich? Because it's an Amex. That's not even his money.
She was on a yacht.
True.
His yacht.
True.
Just him and her, he's rich. She
True.
already knows, man. Look, I don't mean to sound harsh, but 9 times out of 10, these women know what they're getting themselves into. I'm sorry, if you start dating a guy and he's got all of these assets, and you come into his life and he has those assets, I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying all dudes are cheating.
It doesn't make it okay.
It doesn't make it okay, but again, like I've said on this channel 100 times, if you walk into the middle of the road and there's cars coming, don't be surprised if you get hit. So a lot of these guys who have all of these women around them and loads of money and options, and they have yachts and private planes and that, and he chooses you, you're his main cum dumpster. That's usually how it goes.
So what age do you think it's okay for the parents to break up?
It's not okay for any age for them to break up. But if she
shouldn't
must
have
know,
to stay in the relationship if he's cheating on her.
She shouldn't have to, so she should do her due. It's not my responsibility. If they were in a relationship and there was no kid, then I'd be like, well, there's no kid, so there's no third party consequence. But there's a kid there. I don't think the kid should have to deal with a broken home. I think it sucks when kids go through.
But maybe she's 20 years old, and because her dad's so rich, she's moved out anyway, so she won't even see it.
I don't think money really helps that situation. Like, I think it really...
No, but she's not living in a broken home if she's living by herself.
Well, you're assuming now she is.
No,
she's 20.
Well,
she's probably at home.
I'm throwing things in the mix. But 20 living at home is quite normal. But if you've got loads of money, more than likely you would move out, no?
No, more than likely you stay at home because daddy takes care of everything.
Daddy's still going to take care of everything. Imagine getting a girl to be your sugar baby, an 18-year-old, and giving her a credit card with her name on it and saying, go and buy whatever you want. How dumb can you be? She could have literally, racked that bill so high. She said it was limitless. That's foolish behaviour. Knowing you've got a wife and kids, you deserve to get caught for even doing dumb shit like that. That's worse than the cheating. That's dumb, because he could have put his whole family at risk. Yeah, he must be so rich, because you could put your whole family at risk by wanting to give a credit card to a young girl that you don't even know just for a little bit of coochie.
Again, with a situation like that, the wife knows. Limitless American Express.
The wife could be on it for all I care, but the girl, you're still giving a stranger a bank card that's limitless to go and spend whatever she wants.
Well, it's limitless, isn't it? It's unlimited, so he doesn't care.
But
he might be Vincent Mann rich.
He's still gonna have to pay that, and it's like she could go beyond.
I don't know. Certain people are so rich they don't care. Like, if he's got Vincent Mann money,
then.
and Vincent Mann's paying out hush money, 19 millions worth in a couple of days. Some people don't care. Some people are so rich they're like, I don't even care if you buy a house. That's how stupid rich some people are. Some people are making more money.
Yeah.
We're sitting here right now, right, making no money, right? There's a guy right now, he's just breathing and he's making £1,000.
Well, she looks like she hasn't used the credit card well enough anyway.
What was that supposed to mean?
I don't know. She just looks like she's just in a position where she hasn't actually gone and splurged it and been clever with what she spends it on.
She was lying on a bed.
Yeah.
What did you get from that?
Just nothing looked really quite glam.
Well, she's 18 or 20 or however. She looked
18.
She looked very young, so.
21 now. She can go Vegas.
Have you been to Vegas?
No, I want to go though. It's on my list. Have you been?
No, I do plan on going one time, but yeah, I don't know.
You got to pay yourself for Vegas, though. It's not easy.
How do you know?
Because I know a lot of people have been, and they're like,
when they say
tough.
It's not easy, what do you mean it's tough?
Like, Vegas is not for everyone, because it's just a city where they just go so hard and so crazy that a lot of people can't keep up. Like, night one, you're probably exhausted, ready to go home, and you've got to keep going and keep going.
Or I could just stay in my hotel room. If I
You
was
can,
tired.
but then what's the fun in that?
Well, if I'm tired, I'm gonna sleep. You ain't gonna force me out.
You're gonna sleep when you only got a few days in Vegas.
Nah, if I went to Vegas, I'd spend a week there. But if I
A
got
week's way too long.
what, in Vegas?
Yeah. Unless you're just doing all like sightseeing and normal shit like that. But if you're going to party, a
No.
week is way too long.
I'm not one of those people. I know people online like, yeah, let's go party. I'm not like
So
that. I want to sightsee. I want to go do some
right.
walking. I'll go to a party. Like, I'll go to a rooftop. When I was in Japan, I went to a rooftop party that
Yeah.
lasted until like 5 in the morning. It was
Yeah.
pretty sick, but not every day. The next day we were like, let's go for a hike.
So if you want to go Vegas, don't go with Michael, because yeah.
Why? You'll have a good time with me.
Nah.
First of all, you won't get arrested. You'll have some money with you by the time you come home, and you'll get to see loads of cool things.
Oh, you're
or
gonna
go
go
with
gamble?
Sabi, get absolutely wankered, end up in every single party.
I never said I was going to
Maybe
do that.
end up in like Mike Tyson's house with the tiger looking at you, wondering how you got there.
Life is a movie, isn't it?
Life is a movie.
Yeah. Well, I do want to see the Grand Canyon, but that's about as far as it goes.
Is that in Vegas?
Yeah. Helicopter
Yeah.
ride over the Grand Canyon.
No, I'd want to walk up
Get
it.
off.
You don't want to walk up it.
Absolutely not. Walk.
You want to
Oh
get in
my-
a helicopter at the Grand Canyon.
You lost me. You lost me at walk.
What's the point of getting a helicopter
So
over
you
the
can
Grand Canyon?
see it all. Better view.
No, you should want to drive up it or walk up it.
No, drive. I'll drive. I'll drive.
Yeah,
I ain't
to
walking
a certain
nowhere.
point, like
I'm not
you
walking.
get out and experience it. So when you go to Lake District and the mountains there, you don't want to walk towards it.
Not really, no. If
Wow.
I'm being honest, I'll happily look at the view from my hotel room.
Now you're the one in the hotel.
Yeah, there
There's
we
so
go.
many beautiful things to see.